Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Olympia Soiree, just continuing Akaza's route, like we've been doing for the last however many parts. Anyway, yeah, back to it. This is so frustrating. I have to accept the truth. I quickly made my way out of the office, then looked up at the sky. The person I want as my husband is you. The sky? Poor Akaza. I feel so bad for him. It's about time she realized it. Now then, today's delivery is at number 21. Ah, Lady Olympia. Oh, is Mifune the old lady?
Ah, Lady Olympia.
Right. The old lady we delivered to the last time, right? Good afternoon. Approaching me quickly was Mifune.
Thank goodness, I'm glad to see you again. I must apologize to you for yesterday.
And she gave us the jam. Apologize? For what?
Well, the jam. It was quite rude of me.
Huh?
I was so startled and happy I just handed the jars to you without a second thought, but later on I realized they must have been too unappealing for your tastes.
That's not true. I already tried it and it was wonderful. I wouldn't mind having some again.
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get more jam from you. Give me the jam, old lady! Ah! Beats up old lady for jam. The person I enjoyed it with also said it tasted great, and... Thinking back to Akaza. Oh. And then, how do you want me to say it? I can't believe I'm remembering that now! Anyway, the jam tasted very good. And I looked around first before whispering to her. The other jar should get to your daughter soon. If you could keep it a secret for now...
You actually tried to deliver.
Mifune hurriedly wiped her tears away.
I'm glad you actually enjoyed the jam. I'd be happy to give you more. I'm actually writing a reply back to my daughter as well, so when it's ready...
Of course, I'll be waiting for your jam. Mifune smiled with watery eyes, bowing repeatedly to me as she left. I'm so glad she's happy now. I hope the seeds I sow will grow quickly. No, I shouldn't be so impatient. I hope they will grow strong and hearty. I finished delivering all the letters for the day and started back with the lightness in my step when... Oh, Olympia. I forget her voice. I feel like she hasn't been around in a while, but... No need to look at me like that. Do you really hate me so much? Not at all. I was just surprised, that's all. To be honest, I couldn't really hate her since I didn't know her very well. I mean, with Shura, it's a love-hate relationship. Like, you kind of love her, but you kind of hate her, but you kind of understand why she's doing the shady shit she does, but you're still like, damn, girl, you shady! But you kind of like it anyway. Like, it's a very confusing place to be with her. My only interactions with her had been the inquiries at Ashanaten. Delivering more letters today? Yes? I heard you took up such an interesting hobby. I am pleased to hear others are enjoying it as well. In fact, Mifune was positively enraptured. Thank you very much. I'll continue to do my best. Speaking of which, I heard you've been getting along well with Akaza of the Red. My, how the flush of pink across your pearly skin suits you. It really isn't her voice, but, like, it is now, I guess. Did she come up at... I don't remember her being at all in, Why didn't we? In the last one. Why? I want to call him Hiriko, but I know it's not right, but I cannot. Himika. I don't know why I could not. I'm like, where, why, is letters, it's H. I don't... God, my brain is broken right now. I don't recall her being in his route, and it's been weeks since I played that route, so even longer since Cordoba. I don't think she was in Cordoba's route either, was she? No, because the main antagonist... Gosh, she hasn't been around in a while, that's why I forgot. It doesn't matter if she was around 2 parts ago, I still forgot her voice. Whatever. I cannot wait to see you two unite in matrimony. Should I thank her? If I do, it would mean I fully acknowledge him as my future husband. Well, Akaza does often mention it himself. Thank you very much. I was so embarrassed I felt like my face was on fire. I looked down to hide it when... Olympia, I hope you bear a healthy child as soon as possible. Whoa, God, stay out of my uterus, Shura, Jesus. After all, that is your most important role. Her honeyed voice seemed cold. Or perhaps I was just biased against her. Then, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to pretend that I care about this. I'm just gonna leave. The heat from my face cooled in an instant. In its place was a growing sense of emptiness. I don't think elder sister meant that in a spiteful way. Well, I mean, don't we know she couldn't have kids? Right? So, like, in a way, she would be saying it kind of spitefully. Not on purpose, not like, oh, whatever, bitch. It's more like because this island treats women who can't have children like they're trash. Well, first of all, they treat women kind of like they're trash anyway. And then, well, wait, you're a woman and you can't have kids? Well, fuck that. Like, Shura's gotta be a little fucking bitter about all that shit. I'm pretty sure we've already addressed that in prior routes, so... You know, she's like, oh yeah, I have some healthy kids since that's all you're good for. And we're like, wow, she's being a bitch to me. She's being a bitch to the universe. It's not really you. It's just, she's talking to you in that instance. So, what are you doing? What you doing? Okay, he's fine. Anyway. She seems to be treating me as nothing more than a tool. Well, I mean, that's kind of the way the island treats you, so... It's only natural to have children, but... Lady Olympia? Yes? The one who called my name was a young girl with bright hair. Okay, I don't know. No. Her color ribbon is orange. A gold hairpin with scarlet sephirols adorned her hair. What's a sephiroll? Sephiroll. I don't know. I could tell immediately your clothes were made from quality silk. That's like a word that's never come up, and it's obviously a type of stone, but like, I've never heard of it. Judging by her youthful face, she was probably a bit younger than I was. Hinagishi? Hinagishi. Anyway. I'm Hinagishi from the noble family of the Orange. Nice to meet you. Wait, isn't Kanan of the noble family of... Or... He's the, not a. Something about her presence made me feel a bit unsettled. Kanan. Her eyes kept shifting away as if she couldn't bear the sight of me. God. People... You know what? I have no faith in the people of the Orange now. This is the second orange person we've met. It's kind of shifty little bastard. I came to see you today in regards to Lord Akaza. Allow me to speak frankly. Please give up your courtship with Lord Akaza. Listen, bitch! Huh? I have been ordered from youth to become Lord Akaza's wife. Should you marry Lord Akaza instead, I will have failed my father's orders. Yeah, I don't care about you. You don't even have a sprite, so go fuck yourself. My body tensed up at her strange reasoning. Please, return Lord Akaza to me. I'm sorry. What? He's not my You know what? You know what? Part of me wants to be like, listen, bitch, he ain't nobody's property. We don't treat people like property. And then another part of me wants to be like, hey, at least we're treating the men like property instead of the women for once. I'm just saying. So, yeah, no. But also, go fuck yourself. My man, Heron. Well, I am a noble of the Orange, so I need to bear a child with Lord Akaza of the Red. Surely a most beautiful and brilliant child will be born between us. Gross. She's completely serious. Listen, why don't you marry Nagusa? He seems like a swell dude, and he's on the same tier as you. So, swell dude. I said that, look, shh, just shh. Because she's a shifty bitch. Nagusa, just, you two get out of here. She's completely serious. I think we need to backhand her. We need to just start punching people in this route. I wish to be wed to Lord Akaza. I don't think he loves you, though. I'm sure Lord Hiroko would wish the same. I can't disagree with her reasoning, because I'm sure... Actually, we know for a fact Hiroko would absolutely not want us to marry Akaza, because I'm pretty fucking sure Himika made that nut him was also very angry at Akaza. Everybody hates Akaza. Why does everybody hate Akaza? Wait a minute. Himika hated him and was kind of like, ugh. And friggin' Tsukiyomi. See, this is where you go. Doma is the best thing ever. Because you'd be like, Doma, I'm going to marry a cousin. He'd be like, awesome. You have fun with that. Like, Jigen, it's his own son. So of course he's not going to be mad. But like, I'm just saying. I was truly frightened. She wasn't being malicious or hateful. She was simply bound blindly to her duty. Has Akaza said anything about that? No. We only exchange formalities when we meet in public. And you're fine with just that. Fine? I don't understand your question. Would you really marry someone you hardly ever speak with? You're not making any sense at all. This is the custom of the island. I mean, this is where it's like fucked up because that's basically the way it was, even in ye olde times. Even in some places now, this is your husband, you will get married. Okay, who cares? Just breed. Gross. Well, women are property. I will trade my daughter for your goat. Okay, what the fuck? I completely forgot. How stupid of me. I was the only one on the island allowed to choose my husband freely. Lord Kanan told me, I hope we'd actually make a sound like that. That was me being Spacey at that moment. Or, I'm sorry, Olympia. What? Oh, fucking Kanan. A bond between red and white would be inauspicious. Yeah, well, Kanan can go suck my dick, okay? Like, I'm not gonna say it any less. Look, I was gonna try to, like, tell him to go suck an egg, but nah, fuck it. Fuck it, Kanan. You can suck my balls. And at least you know what it feels like to have some. Okay, I'm so mean. But Kanan deserves it. He's such a tool. Kanan? Why, that conniving... Girl, I need you to go punch him in the face. Please, just let me punch Kanan once. I will be 16 this year. I still have 2 more years to marry, but I've already had my menarche. My father and Lord Kanan will be speaking with Lord Akaza about our marriage. And Akaza's over there like, gross. She's like 16. Ew. I mean, it's only like a 4-year difference if he's like 20, but like... And yeah, when you're like 18 and 22, it doesn't seem that bad, but it's like right now when he's like 20 years old, 16 years... Ah! I mean, I know back in the day, this was nothing compared to the shit that happened, but it's still weird, okay? Look, girl. Also, but props to you for talking about your period out in public and not giving a fuck, because I'm just saying. Huh? They can't. Her eyes narrowed quizzically. This is bad. What should I say? You haven't had sexual intercourse with Lord Akaza, have you? That is none of your business! Lord Kanan also told me that women of the White will only bear children of the White. Could you imagine if Akaza did marry someone else? Think about in all the other routes where we're in love with someone else, and then in that future, Akaza probably marries this fucking girl, right? Like, a couple years down the road, and he's just like, oh, I don't wanna. But, like, could you imagine? She's like, we'll have a beautiful red baby or an orange child, and then it pops out white, because, like, Akaza's got, like, white blood in him, like, and nobody knows. And they're like, well, you don't know what's gonna happen. Nobody knows how this shit's gonna work. Like, I mean, seriously? We had this lovely blue and the lovely red, and then the child came out orange for some fucking reason. I mean, you know what I mean? You'd think it would follow some kind of color rules, but, like, that's just me ascribing, like, art color theory to, like, this fucked up island, okay? So, like, you don't know. You know what? You know what, girl? Just because you're a twat, everybody from the orange is a bunch of twats. Fuck them all. We've only met 2 of them. Actually, that's not even true. Because we knew Kanan's father. We didn't really meet Kanan's father, but we heard about him. And he was going to go get molesty with the ladies of the... Like, nah, he's a shady son. He might not have gone, but he's a douche too. Okay? Kanan. And that's why your dick fell off. Kanan, you and this bitch. Like, all y'all... No. Out. We need to get rid of the orange. That's it. This is why I'm not Lord Hiroko, okay? Because I'd be like, nah, they're the cursed ones. They're all fucking psychopaths. Everybody in the red seems really nice for being cursed. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. My mother was from Tenyo Island. And that would mean I'm the only male to have been born on Tenyo Island, which makes him super special, so he can't let this bitch have him anyway. I can't tell her that. Lord Akaza possesses very beautiful red traits. Again, then this is creepy. She's like, he has a very beautiful specimen of the red. I mean, I don't disagree with you, but it's all a creepy way of saying it. It's not creepy when I say it. I treat all the men in my man harems, all the mans in my men harem. I treat all my boys like the precious little gems that they are, okay? But like, girl, I'm gonna need you to back the fuck off. He should blend with me to preserve that color, as orange came from the red. Nothing in her expression showed a hint of embarrassment. Well, I mean, she's been raised to be this twatty. Just from being her and also these stupid rules, you know. That was what was so unnerving. I'd do anything to bring change to this island. He's like, because I don't want to marry her. Have you met her? She's kind of a bitch. I'll do anything within my means. If Akaza marries her, and he decides to have... No. I haven't made an official announcement yet, but I'm considering Akaza as a future husband. I need you to forget about him. Whoa, girl! I cannot. My father and Lord Kanan told me to marry Lord Akaza. I must obey their orders. Yet, well, your father and Kanan can suck my fucking nuts. Especially Kanan, because he doesn't remember what it's like to have them. So he can suck on mine and remember what it's like. I'm so mean to him, but I like it. I like being mean to Kanan. You know what? I'm just gonna make Kanan my bitch. I think he'd like it. I feel like Kanan is the one that you would just beat down and step on and he would just ask for more. He's just seems like he likes the abuse, so maybe me abusing him would be a bad idea. Girl, don't abuse Kanan. He's gonna like it too much. Anyway, I felt dizzy. In front of me was a person with no will of her own. She was no different from a doll. Then, I will send a messenger to them to resolve the issue. Is that all right? But there's no need to send your messenger. I shall simply inform my father and Lord Kanan. Yeah. I must be the one to bear Lord Akaza's child. I reached out my arm to her, but didn't have the strength to give chase. Kanan, you're the absolute worst. I mean, I've been saying this since the beginning. Yes, it's about I mean, I'm pretty sure she's thought it, but I don't think she's quite gotten there. She's like, Kanan, you're being a jerk. No, he's the absolute worst, girl. My father and Lord Kanan told me to marry Lord Akaza. I must obey their orders. Her voice is all over the place, but it doesn't matter. Remembering her words sent a shiver down my spine. And I have a feeling that, like, Kanan's decided this because he doesn't want me to marry Akaza. But, like, why does he fucking care? This is the thing I don't understand about Kanan. I think he just wants to make us miserable. Like, I just don't understand why. Because, like, he can't, it's not like, oh, well, if you don't marry Akaza, then I'm a viable option. You're not. And you know that. You know what I mean? Like, he's not even an option. And so then, in other routes, it was like, oh, get Nagusa to come after us. But, like, what is Kanan getting out of all of this? Aside from just being a psychopath and ruining everyone's lives. I think I just answered my own question. He's just a psychopath ruining. He's like, I just chaos. I mean, we kind of already saw that. In which route was it where he was like, bring on the darkness and let everyone die? Yeah. So he's just fucking. Good God, he's like a Batman villain. What the fuck? He's like the Joker, but weirder. I don't even know. Holy crap. Anyway. Despite having stepped outside the manor more often, I hadn't spoken with many girls from the surface around my age. Sasara's personality was quite different. Maybe Sasara was considered an outcast. He should blend with me to preserve that color, as orange came from the red. Both embarrassment and fear came over me. We should go talk to Akaza. Do I only find it strange because I'm from Tenyo Island? No, that can't be it. It can't be wrong to love someone freely. It's not, but this world is fucked up. I doubt I can match his achievements, but I will continue sowing seeds of change. I should sow my own seeds to fix that. I needed to learn more about this island and sow the seeds of change for good. And I'm gonna need to go have sex with Akaza so people back the fuck off. That's really the only way it's gonna work, so. It's wrong that I'm the only one who's free. Everyone else should be free too. Like all the people in Yomi. I better get ready. Which means I need to... We're crossing the fucking ocean on our own? I mean, we know the things are gonna go away, but the whirlpools really disappeared. We were just taking a risk there. We're like, I mean, that's what we heard, but you don't know for a fact that was true. I mean, you saw it happen once. It could have just been weird timing. She's like, oh, well, wow, they really disappeared. I was not sure about that. I thought I might die, but hey. Oh, I told you it was just the tides. But it seems they allow passage to women of the white. Okay, I mean, I guess we're trusting Akaza, so I can't really blame you for that. I trust him too. I mean, we already know that that's what would happen, but... All this time, Tsukiyomi told me there was no way of getting past the whirlpool. Tsukiyomi's kind of a shady bastard. Still love him. But I'm 18 years old now. I will go where I want. Yeah! Suck it, Tsukiyomi! And I will love who I want. Yeah! Suck it, Tsukiyomi! I love you, Tsukiyomi. It's fine. Pats him on the head. I love you, Tsukiyomi, but I'm just saying, for her sake, suck it. Lady Amaterasu, we women of the white have worshipped and served you all our lives. That will not change, even as I take my very last breath. I have found love in Akaza of the Red. He may be from the Red's cursed bloodline, but he's someone who was born on this island. He'll not bring harm to you, our goddess. Please, bless him as you bless us. Please, protect us both. Ooh, the spring's glowing. You know what would be kind of amazing if, like, with Akaza, you actually, like... Because you're always... Only women are born, but then all of a sudden it was like, oh, and then Akaza's, like, the one man that was born on this island, and then all of a sudden with Akaza, you're like, look, we have boy children! What? Change! We brought about change with our DNA! You know. Was that what I think I saw? I'm sure Lady Amaterasu answered my prayer. I mean, it seemed like a good thing. I'm sure Akaza will be fine. Better go check. What chapter are we in? Oh, did we already finish the smoke goods and jam, and are we in Beloved Soulmate? I don't even know. Good evening. You're right on time. Oh, I love you so much. Hey! No, we don't make that noise. You stop. Good evening to you. It was 7 o'clock. Akaza and a carriage were waiting for me outside of the Kotowari. Well, after you. As I was about to step inside, the driver called out, Lord Akaza, maybe we shouldn't do this. Huh? They say it's very unlucky. It's not a place where you two should be going. What is he saying? As I said, it's fine. I've authorized it as the director of the Kotowari, so you have nothing to fear. Well, yes, but... You'll not be held responsible. Don't worry. As you wish. Where is he planning on taking me? I mean, it's not Show Falls, because that's not abandoned. It's like that Corpse Beach or whatever is the only place that everyone's like, don't go there! Are we gonna go see the sparkly things? I apologize for the misunderstanding. We're not headed anywhere dangerous. It's okay, I trust you with my life, Akaza. Aren't we going out on the ocean? We'll be heading to the northmost beach of the island. You haven't been there before, have you? I mean, in other routes, yes. That's where I stabbed Yosuga, right? I don't think so. Well, the reason why the driver's concerned is because it's called Corpse Beach. Yeah, okay. Huh? Those who die on this island are turned into show, but things are different for those who take their own lives. Those who die that way are returned to the ocean, hence the name Corpse Beach. Is that a tradition here? Indeed. Which is why people avoid the place. But to me, it's a fine open space to explore near the Red District. Hardly anyone's around, so you can fish and dig for clams as much as you like. It seems so natural to Akaza. I can imagine him playing there as a young boy. You don't mind the story behind it, do you? Not at all. As I mentioned earlier, if we're lucky, we may see something rather special. We've never actually seen the funky lights on the, because I forget who told us about, the fancy lights. I know Himika mentioned it, but I don't think we saw it with him, did we? I think of myself as lucky, and I assume you must be too. The odds are on our side. God damn, you're suave as fuck, Akaza. It's like I forget every time. I can't wait. Out on the ocean at night, I wonder what it would be. Fish? Maybe even whales. As I wondered what he hoped to show me, the carriage stopped. It looks like we're here. Let's go. In front of me was a breathtaking view of the ocean. And Himika is looking out the window. God damn you, not that one. Everybody hates Akaza. The ocean, it's sparkling. Amazing. It appears we're both lucky after all. This is a very rare sight to see. That's what it was, the ocean sparkles. So I knew it was something. But how? I've never seen the ocean like this before. I don't think we actually saw it in any of the other routes, so yay. It's the light from the moonlight shells. Moonlight shells? So the seashells are lighting up? Because didn't Himika, that's the bracelet he gave us, and he told us about it, but I don't think we ever saw it. Indeed. To be specific, they're reflecting trace amounts of light around them. I stared at the blue lights waving across the ocean. This doesn't happen every night. It's still a mystery, but we believe it has something to do with the tides and the phases of the moon. This is the first time I've heard of such a seashell. I never knew the ocean could be so beautiful at night. Mesmerized, I wandered forward, stopping right before the shoreline. Will the light disappear if we get too close? I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's head out on the boat. In a boat? Okay, you cannot take me on a boat at night in the sparkling sea with Akaza and not give me a motherfucking CG. All I'm saying, right? Alright, everybody just cross your fingers and will this shit into existence. Thank goodness, the lights are still here. The boat quietly made its way through the night. The sparkling below us moved with the gentle waves, and the blue lights seemed as though they were flowers in full bloom. This is incredible. I'm never going to forget this, ever. You make it sound as though this is the last time. I'm sure you can see it as often as you like. But it's rare, isn't it? Do you not trust the luck that brought this to us tonight? I guess you have a point. Akaza, the moon looked so close from here. I reached out to the night sky. Wait, there is a CG in the opening with Akaza, and I'm wondering if that's the one that should show up here. You've never gone night fishing before, have you? Well, I've been out on a boat at night, but it must have been before I was 5 years old. I see. Ever since I came to Tengu Island, I've only ever walked along the beach. I've never taken a boat on the ocean by myself until today. She's like, until today, whispering it to herself. It's nice to see the moon from here, isn't it? Yes, it's breathtaking. I don't see the moon, I'm just looking at Akaza when she says that, and girl, I agree. The moonlight shells are very pretty, too. As I slowly dip my hand into the water, do you know the story about the lunar fairy of Tenyo Island? No? Men are not allowed to live on Tenyo Island. All the children must be born. So husbands were chosen from the men at Tengu Island, except for the one time Domo washed up on shore, but we're not going to talk about that. Huh? I'd said that a white mouse would deliver a white flower to the chosen. I assume this flower is the Aroha flower. I touched the flower on my cap. Give your flower to him! That sounds really, inappropriate, but, you know. I meant literally the flower on your cap, but also, metaphorically, give your flower to him. It's the only way to claim him as yours. Just saying. I heard from Jigen that Lord Tsukiyomi was a helmsman. In other words, he likely evaluated the men to ensure they were worthy. And yet... Oh, well, okay, it's not really his fault. I was just thinking, Kanon's dad, I don't think Kanon's dad actually went over, but prior leader of the Yellow went over there, and that's why everybody died. Him and somebody and some other people, right? Yeah. So I was like, really, Suki? But you know what? Tsukiyomi's over there in the lunar fairy, like, okay, dee, and they're sneaking around. Although how they got past the whirlpools. Well, no, they stole the flowers from other people. That's what Kanon's story was, right? This doesn't add up. Tsukiyomi, you got some splaining to do, motherfucker. Yeah. Oh, you don't like Akaza? Oh, you want to let me date him? But you allowed everyone to die then, Tsukiyomi, based on this. Because Kanon's story was they were going to steal the flowers from other people, get it from other, like, dudes. So, okay, the White Mouse delivers a flower to Bob. And then, what's-his-face, Kanon's dad, and the prior leader of the Yellow, and who knows how many other people, let's just say those two, we're going to, like, take those flowers and be like, okay, we got it from Bob, and I'm going to go. Now I have the flower, and I get on the ferry and go over. And if Tsukiyomi's the helmsman on the little ferry boat and like, okay, he'd be like, nah, fuck you. And he never would have let that happen. So, what the fuck? So does the game just have a gaping hole in its plot line that we're not supposed to remember? Like, I mean, because it's otherwise, it's like, so the mice drop off flowers and then they get on a boat and then it's magic? Because otherwise it makes no sense. Like, I just get on a boat with a flower and then it magically goes over. I mean, weirder shit's happened in this game and gods are sleeping in fucking pools and shit. So, like, whatevs. There's magic whirlpools, so yes, okay. But, so if Tsukiyomi... But no, and that's it. You heard from Jigen that Tsukiyomi was a helmsman. So Jigen would remember because Jigen fucking went over there. So what the fuck, Tsukiyomi? So you knew then that the prior leader of the Yellow wasn't supposed to fucking be there, most likely. Unless you're like, okay, the mice brought it to him and But you were like, I don't trust this asshole. And yet you still let him go over there and let everybody die. Tsukiyomi just gets fucking shadier and shadier. How did this... Okay. I'm hoping they explain that, because otherwise it's like, the fuck. So, anyway. In other words, they would likely evaluate... Oh, we already read that. Okay. Tsukiyomi? I tried to recall memories from my childhood, so I'm just really curious as to why he allowed... Because they stole the flower. They didn't just sneak over there. They wouldn't have been able to get past the whirlpools. So this is... Like, Tsukiyomi, it's your fault my mother is dead, you bastard. What were you doing? What the hell? I love Tsukiyomi, but like, wow. Anyway. I tried to recall memories from my childhood. Come to think of it, I recall vaguely that Tsukiyomi was the one who taught me how to row a boat. And then the Red Calamity occurred. Yeah, like Tsukiyomi let it happen. Maybe that's why he doesn't like Akaza. Akaza's like, I know what happened. It's unfortunate that the significance of the fairy's role ended in such a manner, but it was fortunate for me. Fortunate? How so? I responded carefully, unable to tell what he was thinking. Lord Tsukiyomi hates me, and I'd never have received a flower. Yeah, Lord Tsukiyomi hates you, but it's funny, because he doesn't hate the red. In general. He just hates you. It's interesting. Because if you think about it, he's not like, no, cursed red blood. Which is kind of like his statement to her was like, no, cursed red bloodline. But the weird thing is like, Jigen is an outsider. So technically not part of the red bloodline at all. Just by default, because he got adopted. You let Jigen go over. So you don't hate the red enough to be like, no red bloodline can touch my precious white maidens, right? And Akaza was born on the island, like a freak of nature. So, like, is that why you hate him? He is a random freak! Or you're like, you hate him Why do you hate him specifically? Because it's not just the red bloodline. So, like, you can't... Again, Tsukiyomi is just so full of Tsukiyomi is like Swiss fucking cheese right now. What the hell? You allowed other dude, I cannot remember his name, over... which caused the women of the White to go kill themselves. Why would you do that? And you hate Akaza, the one boy who was born on this island, which I can kind of understand just being like, whoa, you're a freak. No. But it's not you, but you're telling us you hate the Red Bloodline. The Red Bloodline's cursed, but Jigen went over. And other people from the Red have gone over before. So it's just specifically Akaza, so what the fuck? It's interesting. It's fucking I'm just saying. Unless there's some weird prophecy, because it's like, well, he was born and he shouldn't have been, and the reincarnation of Susanoo, you know? It's just really curious. Tsukiyomi is like, shit, flying off the rails here. But I have therefore never been able to meet you on Tenyo Island. Which is why I decided to set out on a boat myself with you. All I could do was stare at him. Are we going to run away? Because I'm okay with this. I couldn't believe how confident and strong-willed he was. And beautiful. Nothing scares you, does it? Well, there's one thing that scares me. What's that? Losing me? The idea of you disappearing from my life. Kind of knew he was going to say it, but I knew I was going to swoon still. Damn it, he's so good with the fucking lines. I nearly jumped back in surprise, but steadied myself to keep the boat from rocking. Just leap forward into his arms, girl. Stop it. He's just perfect. Jesus. No. God damn it. Come on. Come on, kid. Well, don't be afraid. Oh, yes. Okay. This is the CG. I knew we were going to get one. We had to, and then this is the one that they show kind of in the beginning. What's this? It was a necklace emitting a mysterious brilliance. Look at Akaza, he is so precious, I love him so much. The glowing seashells that adorned it were scintillating in blue, white, and purple. It's made of polished moonlight shells, unlike the one I have. He pulled out another that looked like the one he gave me. That's so cute, Himaka gave us a bracelet, he gave us a necklace. I love our boy so much. Aww, look at how pretty we got. It was really cute when Himaka gave us matching bracelets, and this is just as cute. I can't. Long ago, a shapeless god separated its spirit crystal into two to create man and woman. You're like, I've heard this story. I'm just kidding. Since then, humans have been born without half of their soul and are fated to search for the one who would complete them, and some of us die alone. Thanks, Akaza. Thanks for the reminder. Which is why when two such halves meet, love prevents them from parting ways. My wish is that you're my soulmate. Oh! I wish it too. I'm gonna cry. Stop it. I can't. No. I'm already convinced that you are. All I need now is for you to accept me. Oh god, girl, accept him! Oh, if you don't agree, please toss the necklace into the sea at once. Hey! Stop that. Akaza? What are you saying? If my desire overtakes me and I'm unable to contain them, there is no escape from this boat. Akaza? I expected you to have more, willpower than the rest of them, but okay. I'm gonna swim back to shore right now! I'm an excellent swimmer and... So, will you? His gaze turned toward the sea. I wouldn't mind, given how beautiful the sea is right now. Why are you so reluctant to admit your feelings for me? I know, considering the fact that you admitted it earlier in this part, and then basically told the girl from the orange to go suck an egg. Unable to say anything, I simply stared at the necklace. It was so beautiful, just like Akaza. This was the first time someone had ever given me a romantic gift. And for it to be this, of all things. What are you planning to do with me? Love you, marry you, treasure you? Believe it or not, I will avoid anything too rash, as I wish to avoid having the boat capsize. But, if you'll allow me, I would like to kiss you. Oh, he asked permission! Kiss him, goddammit! If you don't, then I won't do it. I promised you that I would get your consent first. Which means, kiss him. Okay, this is, we're all, like fucking Sebastian in the background of Little Mermaid. Kiss him! Kiss the boy, goddammit! Why? I need to tell him that he can kiss me? Wait a minute! I should actually tell him that I won't allow him to kiss me. Girl, shut up! You know you love him, you admitted it. May I? Or should I try again at a later date? Kiss the man. You're teasing me again, aren't you? That's how I am. He drew closer to me. Spacey of the White. Am I worthy of being your husband? God, yes! Girl, just admit it. Admit it. This iron mask. I gave a heavy sigh. I was really angry at you back then. About my taking responsibility, you mean? That's right. It really, really hurt. I vowed never to take a person like you as my husband. I didn't have time. Suddenly a seriousness was cast across his red eyes. The White bloodline's in peril, and if something happened to you, it would go extinct. I know that, but maybe I should jump into the ocean after all. I was scared of kissing him. Just fucking do it. If I did kiss him, I would have no way out. I would fall completely in love with him. You're already there. Quite frankly, I haven't decided on you becoming my husband yet. I'd throw you away in a heartbeat if someone better came along. Lies! Quite frankly, there's no other man who'll love you more than I will. I mean, I don't know. Some of our other boys have loved us quite a lot, but I mean, you are canon boyfriend, so okay. Is there anything else you wish to say? He's just gonna cock block us everywhere. We're like, someone else better came along. There's no one better than me. I mean, fuck. Well, I gazed down at the necklace again. Yes, that's what you need to say to him. Yes. Listen carefully and promise me. Promise that you'll find your true love and live as happily as your mother has. I just know the other half of your soul is out there, somewhere in this world. One of the other MVPs for most related backflash. Most used flashback. What? Anyway. Be happy. Am I allowed to be happy? Yes. How do I know you're not toying with me? Are you really certain you'll love me more than anyone else? I swear. On this night. With this necklace. The iron mask. Look, he's so beautiful. He already had me from so long ago. I know, right? He had me from day one. He had me long before hello. I didn't have the will to fight against him. He's absolutely not the character I expected him to be, but I love him anyway. Well, if you really want to, I suppose I could allow you to, kiss me. Very well. So we've agreed. Oh, now it's a kissy CG. Spacey's gonna fall apart. I never knew this was how another person's lips could feel. We were both cold from the night air, but the sensation was indescribable. I'm not moaning. I love you. His breath tickled my lips. Tell him you love him too. I will apologize until the end of time for hurting you before. So please, love me. He kissed me again. I accepted his lips gently touching mine. Hi, what you doing? You coming over for the pretty CG? It's beautiful. It's pretty. Ow! You nasty bird! I'm gonna. You know what? Go away again. I don't want you if you're going to bite. You nasty jackass. Will you love me? He didn't even need to ask. God, just say yes. I do love you. He was too mean. Nah, you're just being a coward. Then, let's care for these necklaces as we would one another. Our beloved half. Gonna cry. Our lips came together a third time. Before I knew it, I was holding onto him tightly. I love you. His whisper gently sunk into me. I love you too, Agatha. A rush of happiness I had never felt before filled my heart, making it impossible to think of anything else. I love you too. Ugh, so happy! There's gonna be so much shit that's gonna happen. So much bad shit that's gonna happen, because I don't even think we're halfway through. I don't even know where we are in his route, to be honest. Yes, he was the one I had been searching for. My soulmate. This must be the beloved soulmate chapter. Look, I couldn't remember. It's been a couple days. Because I had allergies and felt like shit, and then the other day I was like, I just don't feel like playing, so. Oh. And all of a sudden we're going to learn that Hirako is Himika. What? I mean, we already know that. Anyway. Hirako, and this is your fault as well. It is because you did not do your part. too late, Tsukiyomi. Half a mirror. Yep, okay, so that was. Tsukiyomi, you're so shady! So it was like, well, okay, so here's the weird thing. Again, I mean, I guess because in Himika's part, he thought, oh, I thought my sister was going to be reborn in your body, but then I fell in love with you and I didn't want her to be, in like whatever type of a thing. So like, but like, so kind of makes you wonder, like in all the other routes when we marry anybody else and Tsukiyomi's like, okay, whatever. Is your whole goal that like your sister was going to possess my body? 'Cause you guys are weird, yo. Like, shit. And now she can't because like we're in love with a cursed red and we should have sex with him as fast as possible just to stop whatever fucking weird shit that Tsukiyomi's up to. I'm just saying. The sun looks fine today too. I hope things continue to be stable. I don't know, Tsukiyomi knows you were making out on my boat, so.
Mimi, are you alright? You looked so red when you came home last night and went straight to bed without a word. I was very worried.
I was too much in love, Daifuku. Daifuku was squeaking something to me. Maybe he was worried about my behavior last night. See, you don't need to understand mouse to understand mouse. Don't worry, Daifuku. I wasn't sick or upset about anything. It's just that... Oh, flashback, pretty CG. Oh, never mind. Thinking about what happened last night made me want to jump into the sea again. I feel like I got caught in a massive trap. I never expected to fall in love with Akaza. I did. I pulled out the necklace he gave me from under my blouse. It's made of polished moonlight shells, like the one I have. Hi, you're so angry. Maybe I should report to Ishana-ten that I've decided Akaza will be my husband. But since Akaza's the one who proposed to me, maybe he's already reported it through the Kotowari. As I blushed, another thought crossed my mind. Tsukiyomi? Lord Akaza possesses very beautiful red traits. Oh well. You can't brush off your own happiness for this bitch. He should blend with me to preserve that color, as orange came from the red. Even though I felt a bit embarrassed thinking about our marriage, I might need to do it as soon as possible. Right. Not just because of her, but because I have no idea what Kanon's next move will be. Or Tsukiyomi, girl. Come on. Look, I love the man, but... Lucky you. Yeah, Kanon would probably murder Akaza just for funsies. His words were like a thorn still stuck in my side. I didn't do anything to make him hate me. Now, he hates everyone. Maybe it's his way of worrying about Tengu Island. No. Things should be fine. I mean, look at the sun! Tell Doma. Just as I looked up at the skies... Yeah, I was like, Tsukiyomi's doing some shit, you know it. Huh? Suddenly my vision distorted. I felt as if the floor disappeared beneath me. Oh no. Oh, half a mirror! Remember the mirror thing from Himika's route? That's what it is. Okay, I was just thinking about... It just... In the back of my mind, it has something to do with... This chapter's gonna have something to do with... What's her face? It was like he had her mirror at Ishana-ten. Remember, like... Okay. In Himika's route. What's her face is, you know. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway. I couldn't understand what was happening. Just a few seconds ago, the place was filled with the warmth of light. No, the sun. This is Tsukiyomi's doing. I quickly turned to go see Doma, but... An unusual sensation ran through me. They're trying to possess me. I grabbed hold of the wall in agony, feeling a pain that seemed to rip me apart. What is... Suddenly I felt an immense pressure crushing my head. I drew in sharp pain gasps, but still couldn't breathe. Lady, Tarasu. Yeah, she's trying to possess you now. Huh? Just as I thought I would faint, my lungs suddenly filled up with air again. Is everything back to normal? Everything looked the same as before. The bright blue skies, the blue sea, the brilliant sun. No, something must be wrong. Doma, did you notice anything? Doma's like, the fuck? I haven't even had my coffee yet. He glanced at me somewhat irritably. I mean, I feel like glancing at you irritably is just Doma looking at you. I know the sun's back to normal, but what in the world just happened? I felt something horrible. It was something I've never felt before, not even when the sun disappeared last time. Are you sure it's only the link that's coming apart? Master Doma, forgive my interruption. A young boy in the name of Himika is here to see you. Huh? Himika? That Himika? Bring him in. As you wish. With the Chamberlain gone, I needed to decide what to do. Why is Himika here? And how does he know Doma? Oh, I mean, we know, but... Wondering if I should ask, I locked eyes with Doma. If you wish to know, stay here. I suspect you're involved one way or another. I felt a sudden wave of dread. His demeanor seemed to suggest something grave was about to happen. What's happening here? My dear child, you cannot undo what's been done. Tsukiyomi's getting weirder every time I talk to his voice. Is this all because of me and Akaza? Yes, but really only because Tsukiyomi's a bitter bastard. Doma, what have you done? I was taken aback by Himika's entry. I'd always seen him as somewhat frightened and hidden in Yomi, but he stood in front of me now, glaring angrily at Doma. Doma's like, fuck this island! Yeah, dude! Why have you done this? Return the mirror to me at once! Doma stole it? Where's the Tsukiyomi? You don't know. Mirror? I see. That was it. There is no use trying to hide it. There are only 3 who can open the blinds to Kakuri no Miya. Kakuri no Miya. Couldn't say. Normal humans could never enter, so it could not have been a thief. Return it at once. You know very well the importance of that mirror. Doma's like, you better fucking right I do. You're not touching my daughter! It was not I. Don't try to get out of this. Who else would take Amaterasu's mirror? If it was not either of us, it has to be... What? Tsukiyomi. You're free to accuse me. However, I sense there's something far more sinister afoot. So, like, Doma wasn't trying to protect us? Okay. We must go to Yomi. What the? What's going on? Tsukiyomi's like, fuck this shit, I'll bring her back myself! What is it about this mirror? I heard them call it Amaterasu's mirror. Make haste. Doma grabs you by the arm. Is this where we find out he's our dad? When are we gonna find that out? Come on. I love that Doma's in this so much, though. Spacey. Akaza! Just as we were about to depart the manor, Akaza came running to my side. He seemed to be safe for the time being. Oh, the situation doesn't look good. Noticing Doma and Himika, he gave a deep sigh. He's like, oh, fuck. Doma's like, really? Akaza, son of Jigen, you come too, and the matter we must attend to involves her. And Doma's like, I know you've been porking my daughter. Not yet, Doma. Not yet. It's weird. It's really weird because I kind of want to be in the middle of this sandwich right now, but like Doma's her dad, and like it's weird. But like Spacey me wants to I just want to shove in between and be like, can I just I love this man sandwich so much. This is like the best. This is the best. I want this forever. How do I take a screenshot? I'm gonna take a screen. Now, how do I do this? No, how do I? Isn't there a way? No. I don't want to force. Huh. I know there's a way to do it, but I don't remember how. Anyway. But goddamn, I love these two. Understood. No, don't leave me. Can I get a CG with Doma? I just need a fucking Doma CG, god damn it. Somebody. I'm just happy that I found a Doma pin. Unfortunately, all my shit's packed, so... I might have moved by this point when this goes up. I don't know when it is. Who knows? But, like, all my shit's packed, yo. It's probably still packed at this point, even if I did move. Ugh. Why here? Doma led us someplace unexpected. Oof, we don't have time for this. We took a carriage to Yomi, none of us uttering a single word. Doma mentioned it involves me, but he hasn't explained further. And no one's speaking at all now. I dared not ask any questions. The tension in the carriage was so intense and delicate that it seemed a single word would shatter the balance. I mean, let's see something. We have one. Oh, wait, that's save 2. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more chapters, including this one. This is like, I think. So, like, I mean, that's like, we're not even getting close to, it's not like, oh, we only got 1 or 2 chapters. So, like, interesting. If it was not either of us, it has to be... Because Doma's the only one that can hear Hiriko's voice, you know what I mean? So Himika. And Tsukiyomi knows him, because brother. Half-brother, who knows, whatever. So, like... And, you know, he made the body for him, so... Yeah, makes sense. Lady Amaterasu's mirror. If I were to take Doma's word at face value, then... Oh? How unusual. You or... Oh! I want to be in the middle of this man sandwich, too! I love it! Oh! So much man sandwiching. I love it. Something's wrong with me. Anyway. It's been some time, Tsukiyomi. I'm here today to clear my name of suspicion. I see. Tsukiyomi, Doma says that you took the mirror. But you wouldn't possibly do something so horrible, would you? I only wish to save the child. Doma and Himiko quickly turned to me. And then Akaza's like, the fuck is going on? Dude, I don't know. Me? I felt irritated that they were talking about me without telling me what was going on. Girl, get angry. Can you please tell me what's happening? She's so polite about it. I'm getting pissed. Please tell me what's happening before I fucking kill you all. Don't hurt Doma. What's going on here, really? Could someone please explain? Doma and Himiko looked at each other. Their apparent closeness came as a surprise. Girl, pieces. I mean, your brain would be like, wait, no. I get it. My dear child, let me begin. Tsukiyomi took a step forward. Doma has been deceiving you all these years. This is where you tell me Doma's my dad. Oh, God. No. Rather, he has been hiding something from you of the utmost importance. Oh, God, I can't wait. I slowly looked at Doma, then I quickly averted my gaze. My dear child, what I will tell you now may surprise you. What you will hear is only the truth, so you must believe what I say. Unable to agree or refuse, I slowly turned my eyes away from Tsukiyomi, too. We're so at time, but I just need that reveal right now. I can't wait. Oh. Your mother, Hakuo, received a divine message from Amaterasu when she was pregnant. When you reach the age of 18, you would be used as the vessel of her second coming. And Doma's trying to stop that? Because I feel like he would. Vessel? I didn't like the sound of this. But the weird thing is like in every other route, we get married and we're happy and nothing happens. They just... Amaterasu... I'm running out of time. Please return soon. I mean, we kind of already knew this from Himiko's route. Should that happen, you will lose your body and your soul. Tsukiyomi, you're kind of mean about this. Your heart, your mind, will cease to exist. Cease to exist? I couldn't seem to understand him. Or maybe I didn't want to understand him. When Amaterasu was killed by Susanoo, the mirror on her crown was broken into 2, with one half hidden in Kakurinomiya. Both halves of the mirror are needed in order to return Amaterasu to this world. Yeah, well, I'm gonna break that other fucking half, so now there's just shards. Fuck you, not doing this. Which is why I decided to destroy the mirror. Wait, what? I don't know if I trust that. No offense, Tsukiyomi, but, like, you've been so shady, I feel like you would allow it. This doesn't seem... So, like, the way it's like Tsukiyomi's like, you cannot marry Akaza. Like, I broke the mirror so you could be you. I don't know if I trust Tsukiyomi. I mean, I believe the mirror and the thing. I get all that because we did that in Himika's route, but I just don't know. You're throwing Doma under the bus and like, I don't know, Tsukiyomi. I trust Doma over you, which is weird, but like, What? Dear child, what a frightening ordeal. These here were only raising you as a sacrificial lamb. But Tsukiyomi, I don't know. You're the one who insisted it couldn't be a Kaza. Kept insisting it could. I just feel like. And then you made the darkness happen. You know what I'm saying? They see you as a mere tool to further their own interests. Again. Wait, Tsukiyomi. I don't understand. Dear child, I have always wished for your happiness above all else. I don't necessarily believe that, honestly. I love you, Tsukiyomi, but I do not lie. They are your enemies. I hope you do not shun me as a liar. That's something a liar would say, Tsukiyomi. My mind was running around in circles. The best I could do was keep myself standing. One of the disasters has been avoided. I destroyed the mirror so such a fearsome event would not come to pass. I don't think you did, though. Show me proof. I still couldn't gather my thoughts. This all felt like a dream. I really thought he was going to be like, Doma's your dad! I'm waiting for that, damn it. Wait, so the ill omen was because of you? The air around Tenyo Island turned strange, so I've been keeping watch since last night. Indeed, I stole the mirror last night while you were away from Kukurenomiya. Because he's like, this is all because of you. You didn't hold your end of the bar. You know what I mean? Tsukiyomi out. Huh? I pondered what to do when I took it into my hands, but it's best that this world is without it. Do you not agree? And so, I destroyed it. Lies! You're lying. You know very well what would happen if you destroyed that mirror. What would happen? What? Amaterasu will not appear without it, you say? If that's what you're implying, then you were planning on offering her as a sacrifice. I mean, I kind of believe that at least, but... Tsukiyomi, you... Himika, no. Hiroko. Why not speak the truth? The truth that the story is a lie. Hiroko? He has the same name as Lord Hiroko? Good God, girl, put the pieces together! The first world was created by Izanagi and Izanami. First world, created by Izanagi and Izanami. When Amaterasu was killed by Susanoo, the sun disappeared, and the world was shrouded in darkness. But their first child was born hideous and without form, thus sent on a reed boat out to the sea. Izanami brought many gods into the world, but with the birth of the fire god, Kagutsuchi, she met her death in flames. That's when Izanami went down to Yomi. Huh. Isn't that the story from the book I found? Izanagi went to retrieve her, but broke their promise to not look back at Yamotsu Hirasaka and saw the hideous being that was his wife. Izanagi fled to cleanse himself. From his ablution came Amaterasu, Susanoo, and me. I told you he was like, we knew from the beginning. I was like, Tsukiyomi's mentioned, and like, okay, this makes more sense. Huh? We knew. I am sorry to have deceived you, my dear child. I am not an outsider, but rather one that mortals refer to as a god. Which, I mean, we kind of also knew because Fuso was like, you haven't changed in 40 fucking years. We're like, hello? It was then I finally understood that it took strength to cry, or to scream. Without any strength at all, I could do nothing. I was like, where the fuck is Akaza? And then I just imagine Akaza standing slightly, like, next to us, but a little bit behind, like, just with a look on his face, like, the fuck? Next, you're gonna tell me Doma's her dad! That'd be some fucked up shit! And then they're all just like, yeah, about that. Izanagi gave to his 3 children a mirror, a magatama, and a katana so that they could protect and reign over the world. Oh my god. And Akaza found a katana that washed up on shore. Oh! Oh, that's why you hate him! You're like, you touched my sister! And Akaza's like, oh, what? I found it! But that despicable Susanoo destroyed everything. And Akaza's like, Susanoo killed Amaterasu, who shattered into pieces, thus bringing darkness upon the world. It was then that Hirako created a second world. This world. We don't have time to continue this part. Like, I'm gonna stop here. Like, this is so fucking good. I like getting all the mythology behind it and all the craziness. It's kind of fun. You're like, yes, this is nuts. We kind of already knew all this, but it's just so fun when it all, like, the reveal comes out. But unfortunately, I feel like Tsukiyomi's going to go on for a while, and we should have stopped like 10 minutes ago when we first got down here, and Tsukiyomi was like, oh, hey! What's up, bitches? So we're going to stop. What I need... Okay, no offense, Himika, but I'm going to need you to peace out, and I'm going to need Doma in here, and then it's like, it's like a trifecta! And then we'll just... It's okay, we'll put Riku and freaking Kuroba in there somewhere. And Yosuka. That's my 6 beautiful boys in this game. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm gonna stop here because we don't have time. Tsukiyomi's gonna go on forever, and I'm gonna have to cock block us all. So, anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.